Hello, my name is Ashley Gnyś. As a personal injury lawyer, I've been helping motor vehicle accident victims like you for over 35 years. During this time, I've seen the law go through a series of changes that have slowly eroded the rights of victims and their ability to fully recover from their injuries. Sadly, each time the law dealing with car accidents has been rewritten by our politicians, it's you, the accident victims, who has lost. Another significant change took place in September of 2010 when the concept, the Minor Injury Guideline, was introduced in Ontario. The Minor Injury Guideline, or MIG, imposes a $3,500 hard cap on the insurance company's obligation to fund all treatment and assessments for specific injuries. Simply put, if you have an injury that falls inside the Minor Injury Guideline, your automobile insurer will only pay for up to $3,500 in medical treatment. What happened in 2010 was a profound change in the law and the rights of accident victims. It's caused my law firm, Sharp, Barish & Gnyś, in Niagara Falls, to publicly fight back for car accident victims, and the impetus for me to prepare this video series entitled The GREAT MIG Challenge. Over the next few minutes, I will discuss with you how the law has placed barriers that will make it much harder for you to recover from the injuries that you've sustained in your car accident. I will explain exactly how it will impact you and what you may be able to do to fight back. In Ontario, if you've been involved in a car accident, regardless of whose fault the accident was, you have certain rights and responsibilities that are defined in your automobile insurance policy and regulations. Your automobile insurer is obliged to provide you with medical and rehabilitative benefits up to $3,500 if you have sustained an impairment that is predominantly caused by a minor injury. But exactly what constitutes a minor injury? A minor injury is defined both in the statutory accident benefit schedule and the MIG as a sprain, strain, whiplash-associated disorder, contusion, abrasion, laceration, or subluxation, and any clinically associated sequelae. Well, let's put some of those medical terms into some lay language that we can understand. A sprain or a strain is defined as an injury to one or more muscles, ligaments, or tendons with a partial but not complete tear. Subluxation, that's a partial but not complete dislocation of a joint. Whiplash is an injury to a person's neck following a sudden acceleration or deacceleration that does not exhibit objective, demonstrable, definable, and clinically relevant neurological signs, and a fracture or dislocation of the spine. Statistics accumulated by the insurance industry since MIG was introduced in 2010 tells us that more than 4 out of every 5 accident victims that suffer an impairment have suffered a minor injury. By the way, that 4 out of 5 statistic is really important for reasons I'll explain in a moment. For those who have suffered a more serious injury, less than 1 in 5, the benefits available for medical rehabilitation treatment are not limited to only $3,500, but see those limits increase manyfold to $50,000, and in some cases even up to $1 million. So what's the big deal? So what if I am only limited to $3,400 for medical treatment of any minor injury? That seems like a lot to me. Well, actually it's a very big deal for at least 3 reasons. Number 1, a sprain, strain, whiplash, and other so-called minor injuries can be anything but minor, particularly if they have resulted in an injury to your neck or back. This can cause a major disability, leading to difficulty with many activities of daily living, including lifting, sitting, bending, and a variety of other common actions we will be engaged in at home or at work. Recovery can take months or longer, if in fact you recover at all. and can interfere significantly in how we live our lives, care for ourselves and our family and work. And a not insignificant number of accident victims never recover from such injuries, ever. What if one of those people is you? Number 2, $3,500 in coverage for medical treatment of these soft tissue injuries will not, unfortunately, take you far. Many people whose strains, sprains, and spinal injuries do not resolve quickly will frequently require $10,000 or more in medical treatment. Thirdly, the $3,500 in coverage in reality isn't even $3,500, since that includes the cost of assessments, examinations, preparation of medical forms, and that can eat up a good chunk of that $3,500. So, you know what? Effectively, the modest amount of medical treatment that your auto insurer is obligated to provide you with has become much smaller. Assuming that you are receiving treatment from your medical facility that is being paid by your auto insurer, this is my prediction, my prophetic message. Many of you will reach that $3,500 limit provided under the Minor Injury Guideline, but you will not be fully recovered from your injuries. You will still be experiencing chronic pain. You will still be impaired in doing many activities that before your car accident you took for granted. Your life will not have returned to normal. And yet, you will be discharged from medical treatment even though you badly need more treatment. And just why would your treatment end? Well, it's because your medical provider believes you no longer need treatment? No. Is it because you no longer want to be bothered with all the trips to their facility? No. Your medical treatment will end for one reason, because your automobile insurer has stopped paying for it. And if you don't have a medical plan that will pay for it, then a lot of us don't. And you can't afford to pay for it out of your own pocket, and a lot can't. Or at least you prefer not to. So what is someone like you to do? I often ask healthcare providers, physiotherapists, chiropractors, massage therapists, occupational therapists, nurses, what percentage of your MIG patients are discharged prematurely simply because funding has run out, and yet they need more treatment? The answer might shock you, because it shocked me. The answer? About 1 in 2. So understand what I'm saying. If you've been involved in a car accident and your injuries are treated under MIG, you have about a 50-50 chance of having your medical treatment cut off by your automobile insurer, leaving you nowhere to turn. In the next segment of this video series, we will explain how there might be a solution that will provide you with the proper time and financial assistance to obtain a full recovery from your injuries. Thank you for your attention, and I hope this information has been helpful to you and will be helpful as you continue to see this series.